Hi there, and welcome to Leveling Up from the Inside. This channel is about my journey in bariatric surgery and weight loss, and also in plastic surgery when it comes to skin removal, and in a couple months, breast augmentation, which leads me to this video on how to pick the right breast implant size for you when you're considering this surgery. So if you are considering the surgery, awesome, welcome to the tribe. But you have either experienced the scenario I'm about to describe, or it is certainly in your future. You go in to meet your doctor and you discuss all types of things related to the surgery. And then finally they say, okay, now it's time to pick a size. And they bring you the boobie tray, all kinds of boobies. There's short, flat ones, there's the high profiles, there's textured, there's opaque, there's saline, and the gummy bears. So many choices. Then they say, okay, well, just start putting them in your bra and you can pick what size you want. Okay, so I start putting them in there, and honestly, they all looked enormous. None of them really looked right. And when I left there, I wasn't any more confident in what size I wanted to use than before the conversation. So the reason for that is when you try on an implant at the doctor's office, you put it in your bra and it kind of sits on top of your breast. So you end up with a lot of wasted space on the side of your bra, and it gives you a misrepresentation of what that breast size or even shape, how it's going to look on you after surgery. So with the RICE test, it gives you the opportunity to not only try them on and mold it to your boobs, but also wear it for a while so that you can really see what it is to live with that size. So without further ado, let's get to it. The first thing that you're going to need is a measuring cup. This one is a 2-cupper, and you can see the mLs right there. mLs and cc are the same measurement. So if you are looking at a 350 cc, you're going to want to measure 350 ml. Next thing you're going to need, obviously, is your rice. I got a 5-pound bag. I probably would have been okay with a 3. If you are a bigger person, oop, it's leaking. If you are a bigger person, taller or wider in the shoulder, you're going to probably want to get a bigger bag because you're going to start out with a bigger measurement of implant that you're going to make, where I started kind of in the 300s. That's going to leak all over. The next thing you're going to need is a Sharpie, some knee-high stockings. I got these at Publix. I didn't even know they made these. Like, who really still wears these? But anyway, you're going to need these. You can use old tights, socks, maybe if they're long, but they have to be fairly thin because you want to really be able to move them around. I discourage you from using a baggie for this experiment, I guess, just because you're not going to be able to mold it and shape it the way you need to in order to get the right idea of sizing. Then quickly, I'm going to go through, I dropped some bras here, so you know which kind of bra to use when doing this to get the right shape. The first bra I have here is it has an underwire and it's fully padded. It's got the extra sizer at the bottom. This is not the kind of bra you're going to want to use because this is going to make you look bigger and it's not going to give you the right sizing. The next bra I have here to show you is your traditional sports bra. Although this does have the shaped cup size that you want, sports bras are made to be really restrictive, so it's, again, not going to give you a correct representation of size. These last two are kind of what you're going to be looking for. This is an old sports bra that I have. I don't really wear anymore, but it doesn't have an underwire, but what it does have is this shaped cup. It's kind of hard to see it there, but it does have a shaped cup so that when you put in the implant that we're going to make, it does hold it and it gives you a nice shape. Ideally, you want to use something like this. It's a little thinner. This one is very lightly padded. You can even go thinner than this if it's just like a plain cotton. And it does have the underwire, so then that can support and kind of really give you the best idea of how that implant is going to look. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by measuring our rice into our cup. Now, if you are a smaller person like me, I started I think I made some 300s. They were way small, so I made them 350s, and then I made a 400. If you are bigger, again, you're going to want to start maybe with the 400 and go up from there, depending on what your ultimate goal is with the implant. So I've measured out some rice here. What did I stop at? Oops, this side. This is a 350, so this ended up being 350 mLs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little stocking here and put that rice right in there. And then I'm going to tie this off, push the rice down. I'm going to tie it off kind of higher up because you really want to be able to shape and move this around. And if you do it too tightly at the bottom, you're going to limit yourself. So we're going to tie it up there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use your Sharpie and you're going to write what size this is. And you're going to do that because you want to make several sets so that you can try them on and wear them and kind of see what looks right for you. So I have this one here labeled. And next, what you're going to want to do is put them in your bra. So I actually made some sets before. I have 350s and 400s. So what I do is I just kind of put this little extra in the back here, and then I just flatten it out a little, and you're just going to stick it right in your bra. I'm actually wearing a bra very similar to that lavender one I showed you at the end. So that's one, and then this is another one. Put that in there, and then you're just going to kind of mold it and sculpt it so that it's around your natural breast. You're probably going to want to put a little more weight on the top just because when you get an implant, it's going to have more weight on the top than you might have now. My doctor didn't suggest that I do a lift. I didn't really need one. So that's kind of, and then you just shape it around so that it fills the cup nicely and evenly. And then I'm kind of left with that. You can kind of see there, that's the line from my bra. So that is what I would look like with 400 mLs. I'm not sure yet if I want 400 or 375s. I'm going to wear these for a little while and see how they feel. But I would definitely suggest that once you have them in, try on different clothes so that you really get a sense of how it's going to feel. Try on your bathing suit, try on work clothes, just casual clothes. Because you may feel differently about the size based on what you're wearing, and you really want to get the size that kind of covers it all. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and best wishes on your journey. If you want to follow me on my journey, please like my video and subscribe, and hopefully I will be posting in the next day or so and keeping you up to date on my surgery journey. So have a great day, and I will see you soon.